Right, hello chat, hello. First thing you'll see, I have shaved. The reason I shaved was simple. Felt like it. I was trying to think of some grandiose way to say, I just felt like it. The mustache is still there because it is November. It's a shitty mustache, but it's still there. How'd the bingo go? So, I need to talk about the bingo. So, hold on. One moment. So, the funny thing was, Kamui won, right? Because Kamui had, like, quite a head start from doing LobCorp. But here's the thing. Kamui actually used a multiple times increase to work speed. So let me just quickly pull up. I just want you to watch for me quickly. I'm gonna get the two videos up. There's the two VODs. I'm gonna get the side-by-side clip of these two VODs, right? So here is Kamui's thing, and then here is mine. So you can see at one given time. Okay, we're about to work there. So here's the work speed that it's taking for mine. I don't know why this is so low quality. Just deal with it. Okay. This seems pretty good for now. We've got an insight trainer. We've got an instinct trainer. I'm on the highest speed. They're slowly going up. So we can just keep working bomb. Now let's play.
Look how fucked RNG I got, by the way. Why is every single goal a library goal? Actually, I'm being RNG manipulated right now. Can someone explain that to me?
Let's wait
Why
for
am I
it to
being
work
RNG
again.
manipulated? Is he pissy? I can't tell. I think he's pissy. Go work inside.
Watch this.
There's a lot of Limbus guys. I'm gonna have to carry in the Limbus guys.
So, and by the way, with that, I somehow still caught up to him. He's on times 3. I was 2. I was on the exact same speed as him, and he was going faster with his work. He actually said after the stream, I talked to him, he's totally, like, he was really apologetic about it. Like, he just had the mod in his folder because he hadn't cleared out his quality of life mods, and he hadn't seen that the increased work speed mod was there. Which is why the thing happened. So it's totally fair, but the point was, I could have gotten those goals, and if I had gotten those goals, it would have come down to the Library of Ruina. And if it came down to Ruina, oh, then I would have been in with a chance. But the point, they're all kind of unbalanced anyway. But yeah, I got so close there. But yeah. So, the eventual rematch shall be glorious. Because, for a start, he won't be able to use an in-development Yomi Hustle characters that instantly give me 99/99 sinking and then, you know, kill me in one shot. But yes, he did accidentally cheat. Rematch, yes. One day, if I don't think Kamui is watching this, but if any other streamer, any other Project Moon streamer is watching this and you want to do a rematch, first of all, like, please give me some time to rebalance the things. Like, Jesus Christ, they're not well balanced. Give me some time to rebalance it, and then you can ask to do it. Because honestly, I do want to do it with more Project Moon YouTubers. So if any of you happen to be Project Moon YouTubers, or happen to know Project Moon YouTubers who you can pester into doing a collab stream, I like collab streams. I've decided they're fun. I've decided they are quite enjoyable, and I would like to do more of them. So if you happen to know anyone, chat, if you happen to have anybody you like actually want me to see collab, I'm happy to try and reach out to people. Like, yeah, I'm happy to. Thank you for being a member for 8 months, so. Anyway, yes, enough talking about the collab. We now have Binah to do. We need a lot of damage. Shift the beat 3 battles solo to 3 urban plague battles solo. It's literally impossible to not do that, Mark. Yes, that is right. There's a lot of things that need to be reworked, to be honest. There are a lot of things. Like the fact that Limbus was really easy to do with a single mirror dungeon, to be honest with you, so that needs to be, yeah. Kamui's already a pretty guy to get a collab. Oh, it's great. No, I was so happy to get a collab with Kamui. He's great to collab with. He's so much more professional. Like, hold on. Let me just to pull out the, the messages with him. Like, look, here's his thumbnail, and here's my thumbnail. Like, the difference in quality is considerable. Anyway, yeah, you can ignore the rest of the stuff of us just talking about the mod. Yeah. I believe I've asked this a lot of times already. What's my favorite Project Moon character? Well, if you couldn't tell by my profile picture, the character I feel most kinship with, obviously, is Don Quixote himself. Quite clearly, but yeah. Otherwise, he's who I most act like. But otherwise, my favorite character has to be Roland. Really, Roland is just amazing. I love Roland. Hello, chat, has stream just started? Yes, it has indeed. That's why we're just sitting here discussing previous things. But I had most kinship with Dongrang. No, Dongrang is who I'm most like. That doesn't mean well, the closest to what I do. That doesn't mean I'm most like him. I like Roland, honestly, because the writing of Roland is incredible, to be honest. That's why he's one of my favorites. Let me just hold this camera a bit higher. This still feels far too high. I don't know where to put the camera, so it's in a good place. Like, yeah, this seems good. There we go. Because it means I can kind of gesture. Yeah. You act like a less mysterious Binah. Far louder, far more obnoxious Binah. If you had a single infinite access to tea, I would be Binah. Let's focus on this. Let's focus on this for a little second, then we can get back to talking about things, because we've got a lot of talking to do. We need a build that can do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. We need to be able to just murder someone. And I'm honestly not sure how to do that. No. I don't think Myongus is the right strategy here. It may be, but I don't think it is. Nikolai is a good shout. Nikolai is a good shout. My only fear is it could be... we could have to run Zhao. That's my only fear. Charge smoke. True, yeah, that could do it. But the one that gives 400,000 strength can solve the realization. Gene, burst damage or raw kill murder. We need to be able to hit. Like, I'll show you the fight, by the way. Just to hear. We've seen the general reception and warp kits. I haven't actually, but I've heard some discussion that apparently they're tremor focused for some reason. But anyway, to explain why we need to kill all these guys quickly, because Roland does something which is yeah, starting with the first scene, afflicts a librarian, random assistant librarian with enchanted every 3 scenes. More librarians are afflicted with subsequent occurrences. So we need to be able to kill all 4 of these birds really quickly. Like, yeah. They are all Pierce weak, so we may want to go for a Pierce killing deck. Olivia Smoke is an interesting idea, to be honest. We could try building for that. Ishmael's Tremor Sinking and Gregor's Tremor Bleed. Can we get anything other than Tremor? How about that? Can we just not get Tremor? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Okay, let's run... Yeah, let's run Olivia. It was so funny, by the way, to hear Kamui's, like, shock at the fact that I've never beaten Ruina. And I'm still doing all of this. That was great. Right. We probably want... Okay, first things first. How much is Mark? 4. That is worth it, I think, actually. Yeah. Oops, all tremor, yeah. I missed last stream. Did you stun like in the philosophy chat? Apparently my conversation with him caused him to spend 5 minutes sitting in a store without doing anything. Which, you know, I'll take that, I'll take that. Okay, let's get... First things first, we also need, let's just get the classic smoke setup going. And then we want... Kazuna? I'm assuming we can fit in. If we go Eugen's Kazuna, and then we also pick up Lone Fixer. Because, yeah. I'm assuming we can't fit the other one in, so we have to kind of do this if we want to. And then, yeah. I mean, I can also grab that, but I don't think we're going for shot. Never mind, not enough space. What about healing? That is true, actually. Rather than, we do need a way to heal. Why Eugen's, why not Valentine's? So... To show off the Kazunas, this Kazuna costs 3. Right, chat? This Kazuna costs 1. You can see the difference in... When it comes to budgeting, you can see the reason why we run the 1 cost and not the 3 cost. That's the difference why. We physically can't run the other one. It's better, but we can't run it. That's the reason why. Okay, let's check these. We can't get, like, these 1 costs, really. Is there any way to heal? Oh, yes, Tilted Scale. Tilted Scale is how we heal. Okay, now we want to do pierce damage. So, I mean, True Trigram Formation is pretty cool. We then want, Inhale. Just give me a moment, chat, and I'll quickly put together what I think works as a build. So, we want 2 brace-ups, 2 Will of the Cities, and then we want some we want Smoke. Smoke Prick I'm happy with, because Smoke Prick is actually kind of a pierce-heavy one. And then we probably want the Purple Tears Pierce cards, but I'm not sure if there are better Pierce cards. Maybe if we drop an Inhale Smoke, and instead... Are any of you good Pierce cards? I mean, Celestial Spear, you can't really argue with. Like, you really can't argue with that. 9 to 20, though, it's a lot of variation. Compared to, like, what? Laceration, yeah. Which, actually, no, Laceration does more, to be honest. This is on the first stage, what if immune next stage? We deal with that when we have to, because we need to kill these things, like, in 4 or 5 turns. Right. Okay, first things first. Strength. I want to Laceration you, because then that'll counter you, and then I can also hit you with a brace up. Great. Zero cost Kazuna starts you with 0 HP. Oh, incredible. Yeah, that is why Laceration is better there, I think. So stagger on them. Hello, Silvo, welcome to the stream. What's going on there? Nothing really? Okay. Does Smoke Prick kill here? That is an important question. It should. With Mark and that, it should. It really should. Let's go for Will of the City there, too. You would hope it would. Yeah, it does. Okay, great. So that's our light back regardless, but then this will also give us some, like, draw. Never mind. 5 cost Kazuna gives you overheal, yeah. It's like the kunai. Conniver's kunai. Right. This is not a good idea. Considering how often we roll the minimum value. Holy, I'm now getting attacked by everyone, okay. Let's attack you with that, and then I think I hit you with an... No, I hit you with an inhale smoke. Yeah, I hit you with an inhale smoke. And then I hit... You're not an inhale smoke, you're an inhale smoke. Or, yeah, okay, I hit you with an inhale smoke, and then I hit you... with a laceration. No, you with a... You with a laceration. Okay. Never mind! Looks like I'm not hitting anyone with an inhale smoke. And we took too much damage from that. Isn't the next scene just death to enchantment? That is the entire reason why we're trying to kill quickly. What build are we using? We are using... We're trying to deal pierce smoke, but I'm not sure if it's going to work, really. And we're enchanted first thing. I do know there is a... Apparently this one needs a really specific build to deal with, but oh! Trigram. I forgot about Trigram. Oh, if I hit that, then I take the hit for them and then they don't die. That would be the strategy. However, I don't care enough about them to do that, so... Let's just kill this one. Oh, never mind. Can't do that. Guess we do this. Great. What about triggering stagger when you get enchanted? I don't know how I'd exactly trigger stagger precisely when we get enchanted. It's this rule of if I swear I play Archive still, no. No. If you use a range page and a counter dice, it cancels the counter. Sadly, I don't think we can really use counter pages for a realization. That sounds like a nightmare to me. That sounds like it's asking for trouble. Okay. I forgot the trigrams again. Whoops. I keep forgetting I have those. You have sufficient ammo. Oh, I forgot thumb. Yeah, I guess you could, in theory, go for a range build. Not sure. Now looking at Limbus 6 Metal Gear, so I'm glad I can rely on you streaming for modded 2 audio video. Happy to help, Silvo. Happy to help. Oh wow, it's good timing. Why do you have Mark of all people? Okay. Isn't sufficient ammo rabbit passive? I don't know. I thought they were just saying, like, sufficient as in I have enough trigram, yes. Sufficient as in I have enough to use, not sufficient as in, like, actually sufficient. Like a passive. Please do keep in mind, I've never played up to this part of the game. I've never played up to this part of the game, so, I don't know. I do not know about anything about Metal Gear Solid 5. Okay, it's sufficient ammo as a rapid passive at rents range from exhausting. Okay, interesting. We could go for range then. They still die though. They still take too much damage and die. Okay, I have hello Ocelot, welcome to the stream. Right, hold on, let me There is somebody I need to ping. I have a question I need to ask someone. That someone specifically is Mr. Boomy. I'm just going to quickly ask him about the Binah Realisation. I've put in a request chat, now let's keep building. So I see Ensemble, it'd be really interesting to see how you handle it. I'm excited to reach the Ensemble too. I've never done them before, so it'll be cool to see. Why doesn't this work? It doesn't deal enough damage. Why does it not deal enough damage? Because it spends too much time... Does it spend too much time on it? Fleet Edge is quite good for us, considering we get, you know, plus power to things like that. Gale Kick is decent too. What's the plan to deal with Guilt? What's Guilt? You're watching all the live replays in a row, almost catch up? Whoa, that's impressive. I don't think even I could watch them all in a row, and I'm the streamer here. I wouldn't want to listen to myself talk for that long. You're up to Yan, oh wow. Oh, you've actually gone quite a way then. You've probably been able to watch me grow out a beard and shave it about 10 times over. Use P2's weakness type changing page. That's true. Honestly, I think it might be a purple tier angle rather than Olivia. I think Olivia is an interesting idea, but I think maybe it's a purple tier play. Then again, I could be wrong, but... I just said Force only had 3 librarians in South City. You never gotten a weighted puppeteer book. Wow. I found that out actually whilst I was doing the bingo with Kamui. I was not expecting the books. Not getting infinite books from stuff is insane. Like, that's awful. It's such a... I had forgotten how bad of a mechanic it was. Oh, thank you. Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading that right. I want to be a dragon, please. Thank you for the joining the channel. Okay, I can say this again. It's been a while. Members, spam lunacy. That's the point. Yes, for me to say that. Are there enough members in this stream right now to spam lunacy? I count 1. Well, members, if you are here, please spam I want to be a dragon with lunacy, and thank you once again for joining. Alright, you're introducing your friend to Ruina, he's running out of combat pages without no grind. Yeah, it's especially trying to get, like, page drops. There is so much gambling behind getting page drops. It's actually absurd. That's another thing for the next bingo, definitely. Just, like, putting no grind on immediately. I think it immediately, like, because LobCorp you can always guarantee that you'll basically always guarantee that you'll get what you want. It's only a matter of getting the amount of boxes you need. Limbus you can just keep re-rolling. This is the only game where you get screwed over by RNG. Surprisingly, in a race setting, this is the only one where you get screwed over by RNG. LobCorp can screw you over with RNG, but for the most part it's controllable. What's my favorite Terraria class? Melee. I play Ranger a lot in normal Calamity, but modded Melee is basically the favorite child of any mod. Could you give any tips on how to fight the Wedge Office? Okay, my thing with the Wedge Office is... Oh, first things first. Thank you, Doof. I'm assuming I meant to read that as Doofenschmerz. Thank you for joining the channel, and welcome, Librarian. Yes, okay, finally! The now 3 members in the chat. Spam that person with lunacy. Yeah. Anyway. We'll just keep doing this as people join, and eventually there'll be enough people in chat for lunacy to actually be spammed. If on the next bingo they will have a max observation level on every Abno day, X plus will WCCA count for that? WCCA as in... we can change anything. I think it... I mean, it would be any Abno, presumably. Being afraid of losing achievements because no grind is so funny. Let me actually... Okay, whilst we've got some time, because... let me show you the mods I run. I just realized I forgot to enable the mods that I turned off for the bingo. I had to say this again, sadly. Oh, yes, sorry. I got distracted. Tips for Wedge Office. So, the major thing I think is, you should prioritize bringing, Pierce-resistant pages. Because if you bring Pierce-resistant pages and then focus down Philip, you'll, like, have a great time. And then from there onwards, for the final stage, you should just have enough damage to murder him brutally. But yeah, that's the strategy I would recommend. We found it a lot easier when we started focusing on Philip first, and then you have enough time to just... If you resist the pierce, you take immediately basically half damage from everything, and at that point it's doable. Well, on for your playthrough got you back into Ruina. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm really happy to see the amount of people that are getting back into Ruina, because it's really good. Is this in the context of solo or context of normal Wedge? Yes, that is actually an important point. If you're asking for solo, I have some more specific stuff, but so engage with the live streams when you don't normally watch lives. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm really, honestly, I'm really happy with the amount of people that like watching the stuff. Honestly, it's really great to see. Anyway, yes, mod time. For people who want to get into modding Ruina, but like afraid of, like, for a start, if it's your first playthrough and you're afraid of like missing your achievements, here we are. Achievement Unblocker. This is like no matter the mod pack, I would throw this thing on, because, yeah, there. And then the first actual mod, no grind. If I could speak to KGH and get one thing added to Ruina that wasn't additional content, it would be no grind. Just axing the limited book mechanic, I think it is immediately a way to make the game better. But yeah. And then from there, I turn on the book burning unlimited mod, because it means that you can it means that rather than only being able to burn 20 books at a time, you can burn, like, as many books as you like, because having a cap of 20, I feel, is really weird. I don't think it really makes sense as a gameplay decision. But, yeah, so I put this on. Then, from there, I mean, these you kind of have to put on, because those are just the frameworks. It's like somebody saying, oh, why do you run Harmony for RimWorld? You kind of have to. Every mod just assumes you run these. Do I get mods from Steam Workshop? Yes, you do. It's not like LobCorp. You can just go... where is it? I mean, I guess you can just... No, not achievements. Where would it be? Where's the workshop? Here. Steam Workshop. And then from there, this will come up. Just click on anything you want. Like, if I wanted to quickly get... Oh, you do need to, though, actually, just to mention it. Once you've done this, you then need to quit out of Ruina. So if you've got the Ruina, get your Ruina mods, then you want to get your Steam, and, bring across your Steam. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go here. I think it's Properties. Then it will be one of these. It's select launch option, and then you go down here, set it to Library of Ruina with mods. Click on Library of Ruina with mods. Click on this. Click play. And then it will boot up with mods. Because otherwise it'll just load flat out without mods. But that way you can ensure that whenever you launch it from the Steam browser specifically, that's why I always have to open Steam for Ruina, you then get this option here, at which point you can turn on all the mods you like. Yeah, I got this mod when I was just getting into modding, because I thought it would be interesting to get stuff tested out. I don't run it anymore because it's like insane. That's why it permanently remains turned off here. Then Achievement Unblocker, yes. Book Burning Unlimited. This is the maximum mod. If you feel like a stage is utter BS, let's say you've beaten a stage that was really hard for you, you didn't get the book from it because, the Ruina book emotion system is utter BS, maximum. And then you just, if you want to roll max and you want your enemies to roll minimum, if I show my keyboard, it's the A key. You all know where an A key is on a keyboard. Hold down A. And then if you want to roll minimum and you want your enemies to roll maximum, just click D. And that's the way to do it. Can you put the min-max mod link in the Discord? Yeah, I can do that. If I quickly just grab all my mods, if I go into Browse, subscribe to items, where is it? Dice Result Fabricating. There we are. This is the specific mod. I'm just going to copy this and put this in the Discord. I will actually put that in Ruina Help. I'm actually going to pin that to Ruina Help because I think it's one of the most useful mods other than No Grind, and No Grind is easy to find, whereas Dice Result Fabricating is harder to find. It doesn't show up for some people sometimes. So yeah, there's that. Additional save slot. People don't actually know this exists. It's really cool. It's really useful. It's what I used for the bingo, so I didn't have to get rid of this save file. It saves you having to like muck about with, you know, backing up your save, then resetting, etc., etc. It's not as smooth as LobCorp's, but it's actually still pretty good. Defense Retain fix. This just fixes a bug. That's why I run it. And then this is, yeah. It just means you don't have to wait for today's shy face to hit angry, because you can always have it hit angry, and if you've played with it enough to know the gimmick of that, it's not a difficulty waiting for it, it just becomes tedium, which is the reason why I run that. Yeah. I'm yet to find a mod to get rid of the copyright music in the game. That's because I haven't looked. But yeah, just to show off the model save file, you click F6, save slot changes, and then if I just click continue, you can see, here's my save file from the bingo. As you can see, it has all the usual stuff. Then I can go return to title, click F6, and then I go back in. And then here's our solo save. So yeah, that's that. I really like that as an additional thing. And if you do want to ever try playing Ruina again without getting rid of your completed save file, that's I would recommend the additional save thing. I think it's so useful. Anyway, let's get back to things. Yes, purple. I do think purple tier is the right thing to do here. I do think purple tier is the right thing to do there. Because, yeah, hold on, yeah, okay. You would replay Ruina again without save file, because the grind is worth it? Honestly, I find it interesting. Okay, this is actually something I need to talk about. I found it interesting so this is on Limbus. I found it interesting that the way Kamui phrased Limbus, because I've always viewed Limbus as Library of Ruina, but like worse, because it takes more time to grind, it takes more, etc., etc. So it was really interesting for me to hear him say he recommends getting Ruina and Limbus at the same time, playing Ruina whilst you collect bonuses for Limbus, and then once you've racked up a ton of bonuses for Limbus, then start playing. And I found that really interesting. I've never heard somebody phrase Limbus as, you should play it as a bit of an idle game to start, and, you know, rack up modules, rack up lunacy. I've never heard anybody say it that way before. And that's really interesting, actually. I think that would solve a lot of the issues I have with Limbus Company if you just have a ton of resources to start. But yeah, I just had to put it like that, because I've never viewed it like that, but it's actually a really interesting way of looking at it. Anyway. Damage. This isn't working. Let's get rid of these. I don't know why I do this, by the way. Don't do what I'm doing. You can just do this, and then that does everything that I do there, but, like, quicker. It doesn't solve the issue of the game. No, it doesn't solve the issue of the game. Like, the game is still not fun for me. But it's interesting I think it would make the newcomer experience less painful. Yeah, I don't like energy. I find it, for me, and I say this as somebody who really likes... So, obviously I am biased, because I love MMOs, but I would always take a time investment system over a time-gated system. Because a time-gated system makes me feel like, you know... A time-gated system makes me feel like I'm wasting time waiting for things to happen. Whereas a time investment system makes me feel like I'm actually getting stuff done. Which is why I far prefer old school RuneScape, despite the fact that really, you could say it's the difference between a game which has, like, okay, you need to wait an hour to do XYZ, versus a game where it will take you an hour to do XYZ. One feels like it's punishing me for wanting to do things, the other feels like I'm actually getting stuff done. Yeah, that's my take on it. I love MMOs. I love what they do. I think some of them can be a bit pricey and a little bit bad for the players, but stuff like old school RuneScape, not RuneScape 3, although I hear they're getting rid of monetization, a lot of the like predatory monetization things now. But yeah, stuff like that. That's all the stuff I enjoy. I just need some sort of time gating system to control player progression. That's true. I think players probably would storm over the content too quickly if they were allowed to do it all at once. But like, yeah. You number damage just do smoke and slash dance. That's, yeah, no, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Let's quickly just get an overcharge done. What build works well for this? Because I know there's obviously, like, you know, the classic... I've heard this called Omnibrace as a strategy, and then we just include some other thing. No, wait, no, what am I doing? This is a charge deck. I'm insane, hold on. You pick leap. It's leap and then it's energy conversion. What am I doing? Ignore me, chat. There we are. Fixed it. Fixed my mistake. This is an Omnibrace. What is Omnibrace? I'm curious. Omnibrace is 3 brace, 3 ominous. Oh. Interesting. Okay, and then you just use ominous permanently and then brace up gets you it back. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, we could put that on one of our other things. Like, we could, I don't think it would fit with a slash, but it could fit with a blunt, maybe. But, okay, what other things, are there any other things that use charge as a damage form? Like, Ripple does, Concentration doesn't, Quick Suppression doesn't. I don't want to use Energy Strike. We don't care about Charge Up. Is it really just Ripple? Is Ripple the only thing that gains benefits from it? Because genuinely, I can't see anything else that benefits from charge. Without using the R-Corp the R-Corp pages, I see. Well, I guess we just add Ripple. Though that is terrible, actually. No, let's... You know what, actually? Why did I change my spelling of inhale? Let's do this. I think this is... If we have Inhale Smoke Smoke Prick on every deck, Inhale Smoke Smoke Prick just means we can always ensure that our smoke stays up. But yeah. Then let's draw... What? Huh? What? Am I going mad, or does Leap not draw pages? Because it looks like it draws pages to me. You know. Maybe I am going mad, but I think I'm fairly certain I read that there. You have Leap? Yeah, right there. Oh, it's covered... Leap, Inhale Smoke, Energy Conversion, Smoke Prick, and then Overcharge. I forgot that the webcam is covering the leaps. Yes, the leaps are here. Yeah, there they are. And then, yeah, that's them. Sorry about that. Forgot about that. Right. There's really nowhere I can put the webcam to be fine in Ruina, so it stays here. It just covers this sometimes. Now, as for passives, they can look on the bottom right. Yeah, true. That works. So let's go for, first things first, Sooty Thwack, because Sooty Thwack is just great. And then we want Kazuna, we want Free Kazuna, we want Lone Fixer. Well, it's not free, but it's close enough. And then we get a 4 cost. And the question is, what 4 cost do we go for? Because we could go for Remembrance. Charge passive? We're not going all in on charge, but we could try one. I mean... Maximum Crash is pretty useful. Maximum Crash is pretty useful. Like, okay. Rather than Kazuna? Oh no, we can still fit Kazuna in. Okay. And then the 1 cost Kazuna fits in. Oh, it needs R suit. Yes, you're right. There we are. Triple R suit. Triple R suit, maximum crash, lone fixer. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see if this works as a strategy, and then we can build the other decks as well. Yeah. Maximum crash plus slash stance. Oh, that is going to be fun to deal with. Well, not to deal with, fun to use. Then we hit them with an overcharge. Let's go for an overcharge on you. Great, and then overcharge them. Take infinite light from Big Bird Abno. It's not infinite light. It's +2. That's not infinite. I mean, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not infinite. Ever since November started, you've been having Binah's philosophical debates in your head about whether NNN matters or not. That's not something I thought I would read today. Yeah, no. Distinctly not something I thought I would read today, actually. Let's hit you with the overcharge, because then the counter will go over to you. Or actually, as a better thing, smoke prick into an overcharge. Because then that way, yeah. Ow. Would have preferred to win that clash. Okay, yeah, chat, let's maybe not talk about that in chat. Let's maybe not talk about that. I know I read that message, but let's just not, actually. Let's see if we can start a stream. Let's see if we can get to, like, at least an hour before we start saying suspicious things. Right, chat? Let's try that. Anyway, there's maximum crash activated. I don't want this, because I know that'll kill me. Do we have... No, we don't. We don't have Kazuna. That's why. I was confused for a second there. Also, you've got to be kidding me. We can't even take advantage of our maximum crash, because we need to now immediately use it for card draw. No shit. Movember is a good course. I will stand by Movember. Because Movember is, like, actually an important thing to raise awareness for cancer. Like, if you can grow a mustache, it's a good thing to be able to do to bring in, like, attention to it. That and Movember is for men's mental health and cancer, right? From memory? Hottest old man in Library of Ruina. I must admit, I don't spend very much time looking at them. Not really the sort of thing I look at, I'm afraid. Yeah, haven't really cemented any opinions on that. I feel like this deck is bad, based on the fact that it doesn't really have any card draw, and that is a slight issue with it. Ow. Alpha. Okay, chat, I'm actually going to put the foot down. Stop talking about NNN. Right now, where I am going to start muting people. This is no longer a request, this is now an order. Is there any particular reason why you're using the system rather than Binah? Binah does not deal enough damage. She just doesn't, sadly. Okay. But you managed to min-roll twice there. Even with the re-roll, you screwed that up. Even with the... Okay, we're actually just restarting now. Salvador is pretty hot. I always need a burn heal after witnessing him. Yeah, that nice manipulator of odds there. That was, we would have just died to that one passive there, which would have been funny. Overcharge on you. Yeah. You feel like this fight of all fights wants you to team build? May I direct your attention to Shased? Yeah, may I direct your attention to Shased? I would argue Shased wants you to team build a little bit more than this fight. So far. What do I think about Persona? I like Persona. Persona's cool. I do like Persona. Okay, they're probably already dead, to be honest, so let's do that there. Yeah, we kill them now, surely. Yeah, they're dead. Why not just use Netsack Immortality? So true. So true. We should just do that. I should probably switch over the music, because we're going to be listening to this for a while. Actually, we should just win your clashes. How do you handle Judgment Bird? Binah survives long enough even with her base key page that we can just offset Sin to her and then we kill her. That's how we did it. Okay, mass attack of... I suppose energy conversion? Although I really wish I had a little bit more card draw. That'd be nice. Wow, okay, well that's... I'd say bye to that. And we're dead. Okay, we don't... Swap one Amno with another from another floor, which would you pick? As in, like, an Amno page or an Amno thing, and then we still get normal cards from it? Because, frankly, putting Spring's Genesis onto, like, Pod just becomes mental. Like, actually, that's just insane there. Like, I would love Spring's Genesis here. Otherwise, yeah, no, I think it has to be that. Just, there's nothing else I want more, really. Anyway, I still don't feel like this build works, so let's move on to Slash. Somebody was suggesting a Slash called Savage Gear well on any floor. Actually, Spring Genesis would just be better. Okay, so yeah, somebody was suggesting Slash before. What were they suggesting? Slash Smoke. Okay. So, let's try that Omnibrace. Let's try Omnibrace. So, you put that there, and then we go inhale. Why do I keep... It's because I see the hail and I think, oh, that's the TF2 character, I must be spelling it wrong. Inhale smoke. Maybe 2 inhale smokes, and then we want Slash. Actually, we should probably get Smoke Prick. And then we want Slash. Spring Chance can worsen Claws if you have enough healing. 6 stagger healing versus 25% of your HP per turn. Huh? Socialism and a Hawkness would be a god-given gift. That's true, actually. That would be good. That would be good. Rampage! No. Sharp Nails could be good. That slash is pretty decent. Violet Blade is funny, but not very good. Fervent Emotions is also fine, but it's expensive. Moulinet. Actually, I think Moulinet has to be it. Claws goes up on turn 3, Spring's Genesis goes up on claw 7. Yeah, but it's easy to heal the stagger and it's infinite. You have to equip some exhaustible pages. Oh. Okay. So what exactly do we replace here to make sure that this works? Do we have to replace like a... I suppose... this with like... field mods and 333? Because then we continually cycle Moulinet? Is that enough, really? Does that deal damage? No, actually, hold on. I just realized. Cost is no longer an issue. I can spam whatever I want, because I've got Ominous Power. So, which means, I could do something really funny, like, I don't know, Sword of Volition. It would be stupid to do. Why would I do Sword of Volition? I could otherwise do... Hold on. Chat. Hear me out. What if we spam Mirage Storm? What if we do that? And then... I think we replace the charge. We replace the charge with, like, Remembrance. You need to kill things faster when Mirage is not fast. But we get it for free. And it's a mass attack. I mean, let's just try running it. Let's just try running it. Let's see if it works.
Honey.
Mirage Storm is not really that good of a mass attack, but it doesn't exhaust. Charge can be kept by keeping mid-battle. That is true. Ah, sure, okay, fine. Let's get to that point then. We'll get our charge, and then we'll switch over to Palm Embrace. You have to get to a decent amount of emotion. That is true. That is true. What? Okay, chat, could we please stop the conversation about Persona? Or that specific aspect of it. Thank you. Let's just keep that away. Why it's stared? Oh yeah, it's stared at. Okay. Okay. They die. That's fine. Okay, that really isn't useful, but it's not useless, which is fine. Now, 1, 2, 3... Okay, we might not actually be able to play Mirage Storm before we get got. That is actually a fair point that I hadn't considered. Oh. Didn't roll high enough. And, okay, Mirage Storm is not a good strategy. I also don't think Charge is a good strategy. Because Charge is funny, but we don't have enough time. We simply don't have enough time to make it work. Let's just replace this with, like, what was I thinking of? And then we get a 2 cost in, which is like, I don't know, Remembrance is not a 2 cost. What 2 costs are there? We could go for another smoke thing. Kazuna, true, yeah, Kazuna. And then we just grab that Kazuna. Okay, now we need a good card that isn't a 7 cost. It's like... Wait. Why didn't I think about this? Like... Free Divinatory Impact? Yeah, okay. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I do enjoy a free Divinatory Impact, localized directly in my Realisation. Field mods on you. Brace up on you. Ah, nearly won that. And we did win that. Right. At this point, Olivia would be better. That is true. Okay, I guess we go back to Olivia then. That's the point, yeah. I guess we do just go back to that then. Divinatory Imp. Wait, what? Who do I have to attack? Just you, okay. Well then, luckily Divinatory Impact exists, and then I just go on like this on you. No, I need to go like this on you, okay. Well, you've... right. Okay. And then... ah, that could have gone better. And then we're dead. So yeah, it really could have gone better. Let's just save this to like here. And then let's just go back to Olivia. Because now we grab Kazuna. We grab Lone, Fixer, we grab not Remembrance. Spooky Thwack. Spooky Thwack. And then we want... what else did we have? We had... what? Kazuna, Lone Fixer, Sooty Thwack, Puffy Broom. Mark. Yes, Mark. Thank you. Mark. Did everyone have a good Halloween? Out of curiosity, may as well ask once we get this set up.
Lola.
Could also run bottom deal for extra draw. True. Halloween is awesome as always. Well, that's good. I myself, honestly, I didn't really notice it was Halloween, to be honest, because, like, I just didn't see very many decorations, to be honest, and wow, we got that unlucky 2 times in a row. The only real reason I knew it was Halloween is because I'm around some people that celebrate it, and then, obviously, we did the Halloween stream. So, that's why I knew it was Halloween. Other than that, honestly, the day could have gone by and I probably wouldn't have been aware. And then truck brace up underneath. Change Kazuna. The other Kazuna costs 3. The current Kazuna we are using costs 1. We currently have 1 spare light. Would you like to tell me why we can't run the normal Kazuna? There we are. You realised. Right, let's grab Watchful Eyes. Don't worry about it. Easy mistake to make. ASMR stream. I honestly, I have no idea how the ASMR voice sounds, because when I've done it before in the past, people have, like, actually left VCs because of it. It's very funny. How am I doing? I'm doing really good, thank you, yeah. I am doing really good. I had a busy day today. My weeks have gotten busier now, which is the reason why the streams will be delayed. So it's going to be really variable now, whether, like, when I can stream or not, but still. Wow! Uh-huh. Are you, oh wait, hold on. Well done me. Well done me. Well done me. I fucking brace up. Right. Okay then. Well then, I forgot about them. I did forget about them, actually. I think after this point we get enchanted now, so that's that. Yeah, if it had landed on Binah, can it land on Binah? Out of curiosity. Ominous power, yeah. Even more ominous. It can't land on Binah. Oh, okay. So we just die if the fight ever reaches that point, eh? Field mods on you. Oh, and I can't play the other ones, but... Binah solo, I'm fairly certain is impossible, but yeah. Binah just doesn't deal enough damage to actually do it. Can you just power stop with full stop? Maybe? No? Not sure. Even then, with the ammo getting back passives, that doesn't sound like a word. Even then, I'm not so sure that would work. I have my reservations. I forgot to use the... If I'd used strength there, we probably would have dealt even more damage. Building Binah. We can't build Binah. We would have to use Binah, then. Hold on. Give me a page. Give me Divinatory. I will take an Inhale Smoke. That did not do enough, and now we die, I think. No, well, we die now. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot we had 333 active, huh? Oh, we get staggered now, and now we die. I'm honestly not sure what to do here. Yeah. Are you talking about the Antichrist? That would be White Knight. White Knight is the Antichrist. As in, like, canonically, that's what he's a reference to. I'm fairly certain he's a false prophet. Oh, I was accidentally clicking on one of the birds. Okay. Has anybody actually done this in chat before, out of curiosity? Because I know Mr. Boomy has, but I believe they might be, missing. We have maximum? No, we don't. Well, we have the mod on, we're not using it. If we were using it, things would be far easier for me. We're not using Maxman. Bayard has self-stagger and stagger close the enchant. Uh-huh. So it's possible. It's possible. People have done it in the past. What a hand, by the way. Holy. Can I actually get a proper page? Brace up. Fuck you too. I know I'm trying to swear less, but I think that one deserves a swear, because the sheer indignity of getting given 3 brace-ups. You don't have the mental strength of this on your own. That is fair. That is fair. Okay. Give me some strength. We heard you like ominous power, yeah. We at least stagger there. Binah absorbs some hits, lovely. The problem is it the shadow turn? Because if it's the shadow turn, then we're just dead here. We're not dead yet. Can I just kill him? Do I deal enough damage to just kill him? Like... Because I end... I don't think we do. Not at all. Yeah, okay. Oh, the counter pages. Yes, I forgot about them. Actually, I did forget about them. Okay, what were people saying about Bayard? People were saying things about Bayard. What can he do? Suffered immobilization on the previous stream. Okay, hold on. He has ready position. Become immobilized this scene, gain strength on the next scene, probably pinpoint breakthrough to hand. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's build a Bayard. Just tell me, chat, what should I put on this Bayard? I have a brand new Bayard right here, and I want to kit him out. How do I kit out this Bayard? What do we do here, chat? How do we kit out the Bayard? Pierce, 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 and more pierce. Okay. Okay. Pierce, 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 and more pierce. But, like... What here? 9 hours cards to go from? Well. Unfortunately, I don't think we have those. Give me a moment, chat. We're going on a road trip. Life Fixer, City Slack. What other things do I have that deals damage? How do I deal damage here? Immediate repairs. And I know this doesn't fit, but because it's a 5. We have a 4 cost space. I mean, really, that works. Let's do some general receptions. Because I haven't actually done any general receptions. So, well, we've done Dongquan. Then after Donghuan, we have people we have not done yet. Oh, the Night Owls. Here we are. The problem is the Night Owls are a little bit crazy. A little bit insane, some might say. A little bit absolutely mental. Okay, we don't get the strength, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Wall purchase. So true. Ow. Please stop. Okay. Hey, look, they did the funny. Now I get to do, this. And then this under it. Actually, let's... Yeah, let's do that. Staggered. Staggered. Okay, here we are. Here we are. That works. Oh. Well, at least everyone's staggered here. Sure, bad, I suppose. Do I have... No, just greater split vertical. I get to go first, which means that on you. Kill. Reuse. That doesn't kill. And so we die. Okay, that's fine. We didn't actually need to win that. We got all the night owl stuff. Type Shikoot was pulling on Kamui. True, actually, that was what was happening in our build, our Yomi Hustle duel. I was just constantly unrushing him. Right. Okay, we got Night Owl stuff. That's fine. We didn't actually need to beat the Realization. We only need... Not Realization. We do need to beat the Realization. We didn't need to beat that general reception. Because we got Alan's page, although we don't need... Stiletto's interesting. 7 cost, really? Is that worth it for Pierce Dice Tower +2? Isn't that just like a worse Kazuna? Really? Yeah, no, that doesn't seem too good, to be honest, but... Anyway, then we have... Not Callow. We want... Nemo... the Association 1... Bukadente, that works. And a Fuda, who we've... This isn't right. Not Hanafuda. Purple tier again. I think Dente is too low. We want Donghuan, Ujat, Night Owl. That's just the Ujat. Okay. So now we want a level up. We want Rudolph. Not complete. We want Book of Rudolph, Book of Maxim, Book of Maya. And actually, we can take these off individually. Oh, we've already done Bayard. Okay. Book of Rudolph, which is... these people. I can't really be bothered to kill them. They don't actually get us anything. Book of Maxim. Yay, we've already got him. So from this point, we then have Zhao, you, and then complete Book of Rudolph, which is just bad again. Okay, I think that's everything then. Unless I'm getting confused on some things. I think this is everything. Because I can't then pick Book of a Purple Tear, because that just spawns them. If I go Hannah Association? Yeah, it's just bad again. Okay. Bad build time. Bad build. So, we've ready position, then we want Stiletto, you said. Is Stiletto really that good? Oh, hold on. No, still... I've definitely said that wrong. There we are. 7 cost, really? Like, I understand 2 pierce dice power is good and all, but like... I can show you one that's just better. Saves at 3. Does the same job. Really? Like, ta-da. Anyway, you want grit? So the Homeland costs 8. Sort of Homeland is like an early game page, and you don't ever really run him without his page. Let's grab you. You crit, Mind Hauler, then we want a 4 cost. We have enough space for any good 4 cost, really, other than like... just joined how things are going? We are building things. We're trying to get over the realization at the moment, but it's hard to do, really. So... yeah, we need to be able to kill the first phase, which we're not really doing. 4 trigrams, isn't that a 5 cost? Yeah, that's a 5 cost. Oh, 4 trigrams, 5 cost, yeah. Reindeer treatment could be pretty good, actually. Considering if we take more damage. Let's try that. Survivor! Yes, you're right. You are right. Rudolph, Survivor, yes. True, we do stagger ourselves. These are the parts you don't see in the videos? Yeah, they are. This is it. So, it's not Stiletto, you want Faint? Faint does seem pretty good. Wait, that's a 1 cost? Who let them have that as a 1 cost? Okay, let's look for Pierce cards. Is Dagger Press any good? Ready position. No, ready position. The reason we're using ready position is to deal with the enchant. That's the reason why. That's the point. There. Not proper weakness, really. Laceration might be a good damaging card here. Because, frankly, I don't think proper weakness is very good. Like, 9 to 21? No, that's fine, actually. Laceration is decent. Where's our card draw? How do we draw things here? Maybe if we drop 2 lacerations, then get... We could once again go for Ominous. Gale kick? 1? No. We could go for this. That works. Unlock because it'll be a long battle. That is fair, but the problem is at the moment we just need to kill quickly. That's the main thing at the moment. Why do I get 3 fragile? Oh. Faint, and then... opposed to faint again. Just like kill that guy. How's it going? It's going good. It is going good. Yeah. Mainly a case of we're just theory crafting at the moment. Because I'm not actually really sure what to do here. This is a bit rough. Ow. Would have preferred them not to win those, but you know, oh well. Why am I being targeted by everyone? What is this? Okay, fine. What's the issue we're dealing with? So, enchanting. We get enchant given to us, which is basically just a really annoying thing that will kill us. So we're trying self-stagger to make it work, but yeah. Any reason not to solo with Binah rather than Librarian? Binah cannot deal enough damage. Sadly, that's the reason why we don't solo with Binah. Because if we could solo with Binah, then we would, but she just doesn't deal enough damage. Let's grab that. Laceration on you, faint on you, I suppose? Or the other way around works. Faint on you, laceration on you. How? You had to min-roll all of those there. What? I genuinely... and you didn't even... Right. If you want to get we are going to get staggered naturally by using that one card. I don't need to get myself staggered. Thank you. Okay, let's then attack them. Stalking up, yes, very much so. What build did you use? Or, like, what general strategy did you use? Because, we are stumped. We are very much stumped. I'm not sure how we even remotely deal enough damage here, to be honest. So, yeah. Dice of Federal worse than Limbus 5%. Sometimes that was worse, honestly. The fact that I've managed to roll, even with PT's passive at times, multiple min rolls back to back is just... yeah, that's plain bad luck. There are no builds that work for first and last phase. Huh? What do you mean there's no builds that work? Oh, as in there's no builds that work for both of them at the same time. Okay. So, at that point, what do you suggest? Ooh, inflicted that on me. You, okay. Okay, thankfully we managed to finally actually deal with that one. Okay. You need to get staggered by the enemies on the turn you get enchanted. I cannot describe how much that sounds like bullshit. Just supreme... Can I not play this? Because, okay. I need to play this before. Okay. What scene is it, by the way? Oh, I need them to stagger me here. Okay. Oh, without killing me. That is such... pardon my French, bullshit. What? Just give me the build at this point. Just give me the build. I can't be bothered to deal with that fucking nonsense. I know I'm trying not to swear as much, but like I can't be fucked. Actually, I can't be fucked. Just To archive do you go? No. No. Use overcharge to dodge an enchantment? No, sadly not. It's not a negative status for some reason. I don't know why it's not a negative status, but it's not. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea what to run to do that, because that sounds entirely out of my control and, like, utter nonsense, so... yeah. Passes a 12 fixes Survivor Mind Hole. Survivor makes sense. 12... Oh, it's 12... 6... Apparently he is already attributed at the moment. And Mind Holer, okay. Okay. So then from here... I'm not looking at... I'm just gonna wait for Boomy, frankly. I'm not gonna look at somebody else, but... You hate YouTube ads, they always break streams. Yeah, no, YouTube ads are annoying, but also, like, they're my wage. It's simultaneously, I don't like them. I think they're, like, annoying and disruptive, but equally, I also have a really funny button I can press right here to just make it delay ads. I don't know how that works. But insert ad, I can just insert an ad at any time. I don't know how delayed ads works, because it's not like Twitch. I don't, like, get told, oh, we'll be running an ad now. It's just, like, yeah, I don't know. As an overcharge giving immobilization. That is a fair point, actually. That is a fair point. Hit the ad button, okay. Ads inserted. How many of you got ads? I'm curious. If you did get an ad, and you can't hear me, start screaming. Free ads in this economy? No ads? No ads? Okay. Not you? Okay. Ad block go. Everyone in chat saying they got ads. Sorry, can you say that again? I got an ad. Silly tricks don't work on me, Q's for the power of economy. That'll do it. Pierce stand, like, okay, let's, I'm gonna read through the things now. So, 3 through 3. Gale kick, really? 3 gale kick. Laceration, 1, 2, 3. B, and a Mirage Storm! It returns! Really, a BM. And a Mirage Storm. Okay. You're immune to my technique. Ah, I see. Make an ad stream and farm money. So true. It would just erode all, like, goodwill I have with my community in the slightest. You know? Play an ad before doing a chair stream since you don't have a standby screen. That's fair, actually. That is fair. Running an ad then is a good idea. Dummy uses the mass attack, you hit him with 3-3-3. You get close to stagger, and then hope you get staggered next turn. Ah, okay, that makes sense. And then, what are the other builds? Out of curiosity. Oh, no, okay, no, don't tell me for now. I'm assuming, I think the Pierce is what we're using. I'm assuming Pierce is what we're using to kill here, right? Because, yeah. And then we can figure out other builds as we go on. Because for now, this will work. Do I go BN here so I can draw pages? Let's draw some pages. You switch after using Mirage Storm. And when do we use Mirage Storm? The turn that we have to get staggered, or? As soon as you can. Okay. Fair enough. This is not the mass attack turn. Let's go for a laceration on you, and a gale kick also on you, because I would like to kill as much as possible. Hey, Sans. Currently we are dealing with the joys of the Binah reception. AKA, hell. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it very much at all, so I'm just relying on Mr. Boomy's build, frankly. So I don't have to deal with it. Alright, there we are. After this, you can stop calling Wedge off as the hardest fight. Oh, that's fun. I do like hearing that. That's always a good thing to hear from someone. That fight you kept calling the hardest, it's not. That's always reassuring. Alright, laceration on you. Okay, then we get hit by that, which should get us close to stagger. Brilliant. They will die next turn. 3/3 losers, yes. That is the point. Okay, then let's just grab this rather than wait to send. And now we hope we get staggered here. Okay. Wait. I forgot. It's supposed to lose against counters. I see the issue. I do see the issue now in the fact that we... Oh, we're back. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get what we were supposed to do there now. And the fact that I didn't do it, so... I can just keep redoing this until it lands on everything I want it to. Yeah, there we are. Oh. Never mind, I've decided I didn't want to outroll any of them. Wow, never mind. Okay. How's the game do the maths for where the mass attack pages land? Entirely randomly. Sorry, chat, there was a fly there and it was annoying me. Now there is no longer a fly there. What's been your favourite realization? In this... Why did I put guarding stance on? The solo challenge? I liked Malkuth because it was the first, to be honest. Otherwise, we've not really beaten any of them properly, so I don't really have favorites, per se. They're simply things I've done. I'm going to advocate complicated math. I want to determine where the mass attack pages are targeted. Or it is just a random thing, probably. It's actually random. I thought it went to the lowest rolling page. No, it's random. You can see by the fact that when I unslot it and reslot it again, it goes back. That's the reason why. Tiffs is generally people's favorite. Tiffs was funny too. Mainly because we just ignored the gimmick entirely and just beat them to death. That was our Tiff-Reth strategy. There we are. 1, 2, lovely. We should stagger here, I think. Yeah, if I did Tiff-Reth normally, I'm sure it would be interesting. So I don't have trust issues and Project Moon's whole random up the Yan. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, we don't have evade dice really, but this is awful, so... okay, so then we go 3-3-3-3 against you. And then we just do, like, a laceration against you, I suppose. Because that way the laceration wins. Okay. Okay. They die next turn. And then we get staggered next turn. Okay. Do you think you'll be done with the whole challenge by the end of the year? I really hope so. I really do hope so, yeah. I don't see why we wouldn't be, is my sort of mindset on it. Please tell me they're not all attacking Binah. No. No, you... No. You...
Lola.
They all decided they wanted to go for her. Yeah, okay. Sometimes the game really loves me. Sometimes the game really does love me. See, the thing is, I don't even think Maxman would help me here. Like... Yeah. And keep in mind, by the way, chat, once we do this once, we still have to do it again, because we don't have a build on anything else. I should probably put a build that I think will work on another one, just so we, like, have it when we want it. Like, after this attempt, I'll just quickly build a, whatchamacallit build? I'll just quickly build an Omnibrace slash thing. Or, actually, no, let's build Clone Rapid Gashes. Clone Rapid Gashes on slash, and then that can be our switch to build. Laceration on you. Gale kick on you. Great. I do wish we had realizations on Limbus. That would be cool. I'm not really sure how you'd implement them though, to be honest. But they would be cool. Is staggering actually a good thing here? Hold on. I just realized. Wait, no, this is a good thing because then we hit them with that. And then we hit them with the laceration, and then, yeah. Okay. The entire Kanto? It's not really the same, to be honest. Mirror Dungeons definitely don't hit as hard as a realization. Okay, there we are. Let's grab this. Okay, please tell me there are enough people targeting me now to kill me. Or not kill me, just to knock me out. Incapacitate me. Please. Thank you. Are they gonna kill themselves? No. Ah, shame. Would have been funny. Okay. I'm assuming tilted scale. Okay. After I get staggered, do I come back? Is that... Why does that happen? Oh no, stagger just... hold on, huh? Wait, I'm getting confused. Never mind. Now would be the point where we hit him with this. I really wish that nip could stop rolling so high. Okay, if only we had Clone Rapid Gashes here. We'd actually be fine here. Okay. We will always be taking damage from attacks, really. So like punishment I think is better there. 4 dice, holy. Yeah, if we had, like, anything else, we'd be fine, but we don't have anything else, so... we are just screwed here, really. That does mean we get to use Maxman, though. Oh. Never mind. We don't. I didn't kill them quick enough. But that's fine, because that means I get to go to... You quickly put a clone. Why am I doing that? Rapid. Unlock. And actually, we get a little bit of strength gain here because we can put like an augury kick on. Yeah, no. All returns to clone rapid gashes, yeah. Piercing stance. Laceration on you to begin with. Yeah, great. Just use Maxman? No. It's possible without Maxman. Why would I use Maxman now? That would be pointless. We've got a strategy that now works. Why would we use Maxman? That would just be giving up on the strategy we know works, when we could just instead wait for the strategy to work. Great, some good damage in there. Wow, a stagger already. Whoa. Have we even gotten through Big Bird once? Nope. But we will probably soon in the future. Let's go for a Binah. Honestly, just 2 Gale Kicks, not a Binah. Because that way we'll kill. I just want to make sure they die. Yeah. Just ensure that they're dead. We're doing a stupid amount of damage here. Is this... Yeah, okay, this is. So we want Laceration against you. And then we go for that against... well, anything here, really. Great. I curse you with Yan Library Babel. No, thank you. I don't think I want to deal with that right now. Stagger, okay. That... If Binah dies here, though, that's a good thing. If not, then that's a bad thing. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we should get staggered here. Like, surely, right? Surely. Oh. Okay. That was a little bit close. Now we Mirage Storm. Wow, I really would like if you could win those, actually. Thank you. Okay. That on you. I don't think I can slash stance at the moment. I just don't think it works. I think we have to laceration there. Oh, whoops. Whoopsies, didn't mean that. Okay. Okay. Then punishment. I need them to stagger me again. They should be able to, right? Wait, where'd my immortality go? One. You've got to be kidding me. 1 whole stagger point, chat. 1 whole stagger point. That's good. That's good. I do enjoy that. 1A, 1A, 1A. Great scene. Gale kick. Actually, Gale kick. Gale kick. Wow, I really would have loved if either of those could have won. Sugar Blade unlocked. No. We don't have enough space for that. Wait, the card? No. I don't think so. Unless we go like Omnibrace, which we could do. There's probably alternate things, but yeah. Let's just keep going with this. We've not tested this out properly yet. I can't attack them, right? Because, yeah. Oh, wait, what? Okay, fine. Yeah, let me just kill them, actually. Please, just win the clashes. It really can't be that hard. You are in Pierce stance. You are made for this. I'm also not sure if I have a favorite number. I don't think... Now, okay, chat, I am curious. How do you get favorite numbers? Like, where does that come from? Out of curiosity. Let's go with this, even though, once again, we don't really deal with aids, per se. I hate you so much, Random Bird. Right. Vibes? Fair enough. When a number and a person like each other very much. Okay, let's hope they can just deal enough damage to Sagami regardless. Please. Come on, please. Thank you. Okay, there we are, and now we switch over to slashing stance. And then we go for a clone on you, clone for you, a clone for you, and a clone for you. That's fine. Really, that means that we get a persistence activated, that's fine. They're dead. Okay. Tilted scales. Words cannot describe how much I hate you. Boomy, please, Boomy. How am I supposed to deal enough damage to actually just kill them all there? What? I don't comprehend it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this isn't the build then? Mirage Storm did hit everything, but still, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough somehow. You need to run into counters again, but I'll die. I will just die, just flat out, I will die. I don't have enough health for that. Remembrance. We don't have enough space for Remembrance. Everything we've got going on is too much already. Zhao Ego will not work. We need multiple decks. Flintstones and use Night in the Back Streets. What? back streets? Really? Huh? Okay, okay, just tell me what to put on Blunt at this point. I'm sure I could figure it out eventually, but I don't care enough to, so just please. The heal makes sense, I suppose. The heal does make sense. Why Survivor? Because we get staggered quite a bit in this first phase, I believe. I appreciate the suggestion is here, but I'm gonna wait for most of me. Okay. 3 down the back streets, 3 Ferris guards to stagger ourselves again, and 3 cards you'll never use that don't matter. Okay, I mean, I may as well get some light back whilst I'm at it. And then what do we switch to after that? Gains of 3/3/3 in the front, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to do. Just to get that back. And then do we switch over to this? Or like, what do we switch over to after that? Do we switch back into this? Guard sense, 3 overcharge, 3 in it. Okay. 3 overcharge, energy, conversion. Serpentine Barrier makes sense. 1 unlock. Okay, that makes sense. And then I assume it's a matter of getting lucky. Is it? Is that the strategy from there? Just get lucky. Because that's where I'm feeling this deck is going, and I'm not liking it in the slightest. Okay. We're doing that, by the way, chat, so we can get the counter pages on them. Oh, that could have been really useful there, actually, but instead, no. If you're on defense, nope. If defensive stance stopped us from being forced to fight Big Bird, we would have just stayed the entire fight in defensive stance. Frankly. Some luck for the first phase. Successfully kill the birds for the second turn. You consistently reach last phase if you don't mess up. And then his last phase RNG again. I would assume. Gale kick there. Staggered. There we kill. Lovely. Power Null can always decide if you lose. Oh. My favourite! I love Power Null. He said, lying through his teeth. Should I notice the game should get a bit more manageable? Thank you, Binah. I'm hoping it will get more manageable soon. In theory it should, because we're nearly at the realization stage. So where's my... Okay, I guess we're using Binah against that. Huh. I'm used to normally having my 3/3/3 there. Right. Rerun Soul is the most fun part of Soul, and I hope you can make your own builds for it. I'm looking forward to honestly being able to make my own builds. It is my goal to make a stupid build for every single fight, and that if I can do that, I will be happy. Right, now is the point where we get targeted. Lovely. I can't use my 3/3/3, so I just hope I don't die here. What? Where were the attacks? Where were...
Honey.
Well then. Lovely. I think every fight will just evolve into block mode. From what I've heard of the ensemble, that is fundamentally impossible. Okay, you, I suppose. Oh yeah, but you want to do that to me? No, how about don't, actually. How about don't? How about you die? Yeah, there we are. Finally, rolling what I actually need to. That's probably because the power up, but still. You ban stealth for being cringe. That'll do it. I am not doing that. Because I enjoy stealth. Stealth has carried me through thick and thin, so I shall continue to use it. Laceration on you, because then we're getting hit by you, and then Laceration kills there, right? It should kill, and then I guess we hit you with one of them. Yeah, Laceration kills. Lovely. Stealth gives us philosophy lessons. True, and science lessons. Stealth Archer. Of course, it always comes down to a Stealth Archer build. That's just the natural state of things. So wow, we got really close to staggering there. What is stealth? Stealth is something that can be put onto you by 2 Abno pages. I'm not sure if anything else does it. It's only 2 Abno pages that I know of. Springs Genesis and Claws of Savagery. You cannot be targeted if you're using them. There are other ones that give it, like Chesed has one, but it's useless. It doesn't work. But just, yeah. If you have a consistent way of getting stealth, you are immortal. That's basically all you need to know about stealth. Right. Right. We can't kill that next turn. But, we can at least get staggered next turn. Need to talk philosophy to help me beat the realization, of course. Okay. What philosophy shall I talk about then, chat? We need some fitting philosophy for this. 2-1 hog cycle. What exactly is a 2-1 hog cycle? Am I about to die here? Okay. Do I need help? No, I'm fine. Well, do I need... Okay, that's a broad question, actually. Do I need help? That is a quite broad question. The answer depends on who you ask, really. If you were to ask Kiwi, I'm sure she would probably answer towards the affirmative. But still. Anyway, yeah, about insanity. I don't think there really is much philosophy about insanity, honestly. It's not quite something that's talked about very often. I can just Mirage Storm again? No, this is the point. This is the point where we're going to Blunt. Because we need more health. Ferris Guard. Honestly, yep. Ferris Guard. 333. Then Will of the City. Ferris Guard you. Okay. Plus why the big bird does what he does. Well, oh, you've got to be... I played the wrong card first. No, I didn't. That wasn't gonna be a good idea. 333 first wouldn't have been good because we would have died too quickly. And, yeah. Philosophy and the myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus is honestly quite interesting because most people actually well, there's some interesting different interpretations of how to take Sisyphus. And one of it's supposed to... People say, like, oh, yeah, no, he's, it's about punishment for wanting stuff above your station and how you should be content with what you've got or else you'll end up doing the same things over and over again. But there's an interesting, more modern take on it, which is, you'll have heard the phrase, one must imagine Sisyphus happy. And it's an interesting view on it, although I believe it's wrong, which is, Sisyphus is the only person amongst us who can truly be said to know his purpose. Because if you think about it, every single modern person is constantly searching for that purpose, and constantly searching for that sense of what they do with their life. Sisyphus doesn't need to ask himself that, so all Sisyphus has to do is keep pushing the boulder up the hill. So that's the idea behind One Must Imagine Sisyphus Happy. Now, the reason why I think that's incorrect is because it assumes happiness comes from a sense of purpose. Which I don't believe is true. At least not purpose alone. I believe that happiness must come from not only purpose, but also the achievement of purpose, and a few other emotional things, because I'm very much a romantic. And I do believe having good relationships with other people, not just romantic relationships, is key to happiness. But yeah, which is the reason why I think it's interesting, and I think it's wrong, but I think it's interesting the take on it as, no, Sisyphus isn't this horribly, like, poor-off guy. He's the only happy person. Please think 11 times if you're sane and 50 if you're not. I will probably do that throughout the course of the stream. One must imagine Sisyphus is very happy in line with American philosophy. Yes, that is a more apt statement there. Suddenly lit lamp is to be able to clash with high speed value dice. By the way, yeah, I don't want it. I far prefer being able to one-side people. Also, are we going to actually take enough damage to be staggered here? No, we are not. Because the game hates me. What makes Mirage Storm so good? There's many other cheaper... One moment, chat, Now, I'm going to get the ASMR out again, just to correct you. Would you like to show me? Where are the AoE cards? I'll scroll through the entire list for you. Just tell me, where are the AoE cards? I'll keep scrolling until you can point out the AoE cards to me. You know, random chat member, I'm not really seeing any AoE cards right now. I'm beginning to think there might be a reason why we're using Mirage. Still haven't seen a mass attack. Oh, wow. It's the only mass attack we have on purple tier. That's why we're using Mirage Storm. It's the only thing we've got. You just rejoin what's going on. Somebody asking why we're using Mirage Storm. Anyway, yes, so that's the reason why we're using Mirage Storm. We're using Mirage Storm because we have to use purple tier. That's why. Binah has a mass attack. We're not using Binah. Alright. Like both Marx and Rand came to the conclusion that the Industrial Revolution severed man's bond to community, but one went individual rights good and the other went rights are horrible. That is also very funny. You're not wrong. But yeah, well, the purple tier build this time, we start with Pierce, we then move into Blunt for healing, and then we switch over to overcharge spamming to end things. That's what we do. Okay. Martial-wise, what am I doing? Raging Storm Love is a mass attack, yes, but on the purple tier? By chance? me go over the philosophy of the 3 and Apocalypse Bird philosophies. Okay, the birds' philosophies are interesting because it's more of a psychological phenomena, I'd say, rather than a philosophy. Considering the birds are sort of... They encompass the idea of hurting someone else before they can hurt you. And the idea that... We'll try this, by the way. That by lashing out at everyone around you, you can keep people safe. Or, more aptly, probably keep yourself safe. The problem is, by lashing out at everyone around you, you don't end up keeping yourself safe, you just end up isolating everyone around you and ending up, you know, alone. Some version of self-fulfilling prophecy. It is also a self-fulfilling prophecy, yeah, that is true. That's very cursed, actually. Right. What do I personally think sense it is? I don't think we're supposed to... You bitch. You bitch. Okay.
Lola.
Right, okay then. Well, back we go again. I've never seen that happen before, but it is rather funny, honestly. You've had many interpretations that Censored is the smoke monster. You've heard that Censored is the smoke monster. Yes, I don't believe that's true. Considering, I think the smoke monster is the thing that appears in Roland's stage, whatever. That's my opinion. I believe that that's what it would look like. I believe that trying to call... No, wait, hold on, no. That was about Censored. I think the point is, you're not supposed to know what Censored is. I think that's the entire reason. It's supposed to be terrifying. Censored is supposed to be more of a... In my opinion, Censored is a manifestation of the primal fear of the he sort of represents the entirety of Eldritch mythology, in my opinion. And I think that by knowing what Censored is, or the attempt to see what Censored is, if we would ever be able to find out what Censored is, it would make Censored not thriving. I think the entire terror of Censored comes behind the idea that it is an Eldritch entity. Because it lines perfectly with Cthulhu and the like. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood the... I got confused in my own head. Yeah, no, it is very clear that the smoke monster is the thing we see there. Censored is supposed to be based on the Lovecraftian horrible thing that can't be described because it's just that horrible? Yeah. That's what I think it's supposed to be. I think that's the best way to view it, to be honest. In my opinion, at least. Let's attack you. Remember that none of the Abnos are from the city. Yes, kind of. The forest is described as existing in the world, not in the city, I suppose. In my opinion, since it's a representation of sexual assault, like the cuckoo spawn. That's an interesting reading on it. I haven't actually heard that reading of it before, but I don't think so. I think it's the way it works is more so just a nod towards Eldritch horror, like in Alien, for example. That sort of... That's not Eldritch anymore, that's just alien horror. I don't think Censored is supposed to be a reference to sexual assault. Because, from memory, the aliens aren't a reference to it, that's just... The chestbursters are just how alien they work. Like, that's just how they were written. You know, I could be wrong on that front. I could definitely be wrong on that front. It's a keen yellow type thing. It's very much an Eldritch creature. That is the entire thing of Eldritch creatures. You look at them and you go mad. That is the idea behind them. So here, this is the mass attack phase, right? Yeah, we want to Nice in the back streets, nice in the back streets. Nice in the back streets? No. Okay, you actually can just disappear. And then we go Willis. Right, it doesn't matter either way. Let's go Night in the back streets here, and then Will of the City here. How did we win that? I wasn't actually expecting to win that. Okay. Okay, now here is the issue. Oh, now here's the issue too. We got staggered too quickly. General employees sent to work with instantly break of Eldritch. Only the people that are the most most well-trained can resist it. How big would you say the Project Moon planet is? No way to calculate it for me. I check Watchful Eyes if there's only one Librarian left, because I get 2 light per turn. This is perfect time to get staggered. We hadn't killed. No! Because Daze carries over. Unless you are staggered the turn where you would have used Daze, it doesn't work. In case you want proof of that, rewind in the stream a little bit. It literally happened to us. Utter BS, but yeah, no, that's how that works. Yeah, it's annoying, but yeah. Where's the Z-Corp in your opinion? The one I think is the most interesting for me is that Z-Corp is the wall. That's the most interesting opinion for me. Day stays for power, null runs out, and you win the clash. Oh, okay, interesting. When we told that other settlements were far out of the city, varies, I think, from memory. I could be wrong there, but I'm fairly certain it varies. Z-Corp is under the city. That would make sense. That's an interesting way of doing it. Z-Corp look like being the guard for the ruins would be interesting, I think. Sure, only level 5? Yep, only level 5 employees can wipe a sensor. Everyone else goes mad. Yeah, let's grab the 10 lit lamp. Laceration on you, and then this on you. Z-Corp could also be the train. There's a train? Who was the most cool and brutal boss? Okay. The coolest boss in Limbus Company for me has to be the Last Night. I know he no longer exists anymore, but the Last Night was so cool. I think he was definitely the best designed boss in the game so far. The big train cycling around the city, isn't it? I thought that was a wall. I don't think when told are we really told that's a train? That's strange. Huh. I stand corrected. There are tracks. That just looks like a map design thing to me. Who knows? I forgot he got, whatchamacallit, concept incinerated. It's train tracks? Hold on. Let me show you. Like, because if I go OS maps, symbols. Like, hold on. In OS maps, you have, like, different... Hold on. I can't find the specific lines here. But it's like, you have lines like this, and sort of, from memory, the bracketed lines like they have on the map is more indicative of, like, a cliff or other massive stopping fortification. Like, because those are train tracks there rather than other stuff, but still. W. Corp Don mentions them in her upside story. Okay, interesting. See, that's what I wanted. Okay, so now is the point where we switch over to Blunt. Do we just, like... Hold on. I need to ask chat. Is the idea here that we lower this? Or is the idea that we kill these? Because I can't kill both of these here. I'll stream around back. How's the progress? Progress is pretty good so far. We're here now. We are here now. Which is good. Because we could... If I go 9 in the back streets here... Or... Yeah, 9 in the back streets here. Barrow Scarred on him. Per each one you kill, it gets 5 summons feeble. I don't think we can kill this one, sadly. We can kill this one. But then here, yeah. This works. So when Power Null runs out, you can win the clash. Okay. I mean, if we were close to killing them, then maybe, but... We didn't really have enough to kill them. Also, hold on, that's gonna... I think that screws with me a bit. Okay. I mean, he's now massively power nulled. So the question is, can I win that? No, I just die to that. Okay. Yep.
Lola.
That's just how the cookie crumbles, chat. Okay, let's, let me switch over to... Why did I attack counters? I had no choice. That's how Enchanted works. Let's switch back to the same thing that I've been playing for a very long time now. Waiting from Unbeatable. Which actually is coming out soon. What? 6 days? Did I send 6 days? Just read W. Corp Don's update story. It says the trains specifically do not move outside the city. That's good because they don't. That's not how warp trains work. Anyway, enough humming. Enough humming, I say. Immediately beginning to hum again. Who the fuck, okay. I'm about to kill you brutally. Oh, you! That's a reset. Please play another song from this game. Okay. Sure. Empty Diary.
Lola.
There we go. It's disorientating having this stream with 3 other games open, so much music is playing. That checks out. That does seem disorienting. This is, Empty Diary from Unbeatable. Unbeatable, once again, has some great music. I should probably just play the entirety of it. Like, the entirety of the thing at this point, but, yeah. tried waiting like 10 times since you started Unbeatable and you were waiting for me to... It's a good song, alright? Look, I can't be held accountable for playing a good song. Well, overly playing a good song, because it's good. NSR copyright. I'm not sure what NSR is actually. The PNG of Hararara. She never gave up, so why should I? I still didn't give up on this challenge. I tried doing it and gave up on urban play. I don't know, actually. I was gonna give the answer of autism, but I'm not sure that covers it fully, to be honest. Many untreated mental conditions. That's probably the best I can give. No straight roads. That's not copyrighted. I could play it. Oh, staggered. That's death, actually. I really shouldn't have done that. What is Uma Poi? Hold on. Hold on. Uma Poi. What is this? What is this? Uma Poi legend. Huh. What is this? What is this, chat? What is this? I know nothing about this game. Despite Kiwi attempting to teach me, I know nothing about this game. What is this? What is this? English versions. Okay, is there a non-English version I can find? Because this is all that comes... Hold on. Uma Poi non-English version. Here we are. Huh? Why is it all English version? Stop giving me English version. I don't want the English version then. Japanese version? Here we are. This'll work. It's now in Japanese. Okay, there you are. Play the Japanese version. There you are. Here we are. Still don't know what that is, but screw it, chat. Okay, you get. Also, this is a reset, by the way. What is going on here? You should play Uma Musume. Musume. I could. I'd have to do a challenge for it though. I couldn't just like play it by itself. Uma equals horse. I knew that much. I could guess that. Yes. Wow. Oh, I've heard this! I've heard that! Okay, that specific drop. Also, What is it with this clashing luck? We're not getting any alternate enemies hitting us. What is this? Okay, it's decent. I'm not gonna play it like over and over again, but it's decent. The music was coming from the game. No, the music is coming from chat. You play it to satisfy your gambling needs. Honestly, fair enough. Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good. The Lamp Master's theme. That seems fitting to play, yeah. Wow. Okay. This is the worst luck I've ever seen on one of these runs, by the way. And now watch this. We're about to not get staggered. Okay, we got staggered at least. Okay. Lamp. On Expedition 33. Lamp Master. Okay. This does feel fitting. Okay, we can now get attacked by everyone at least. But, like, none of them have taken any damage, so what's the point, really? Okay, we killed... this is actually basically the same situation we usually find ourselves in now. Honestly. I could just Mirage Storm again. Like, genuinely. What are they gonna do if I do this? Does this kill? Yes. Okay. Then what happens here? Do I just die, or...? Yes. Okay. And I'm dead, yes. Okay. So I can't just kill. Okay. Understood. Oh, okay. That was a bad run anyway, to be honest, chat. I wanted to reset that, so the fact that we got that far as is was impressive, to be honest. That was probably the wrong move there, because now they're just going to get staggered quite short. I mean, the first time recorded history we've seen Puppeteer's Mirage Storm used. It's actually quite useful here, to be honest. Okay, that was a misplay there. I should have used it against this. So honestly, how do we win this? What we're doing. What we're doing is how we win. It's just going to take a little bit of doing. Don Claire Day today. I've not heard that before. So it's not... Oh no, it is 311. Alright. Also, why do people ship Don and Sinclair? The clearly quite better ship of Ryoshu and Sinclair is right there. That's the way to lose most of my fandom in one go. Casually just split the entire community in two with that take. As you do. Both blonde and short. Yeah, okay, that's a... Suddenly a reason also we got staggered there, which means we're dead. No, you're right. Why, thank you. Ryo Claire would be like a mother-son relationship. I read into their scenes differently, but fair enough. The reason why I think it would be fitting is because, I mean, we all know what Sinclair is. We all know what Sinclair is. He's just like every other person in this community. Sinclair lucky when he finds out Dawn is centuries old. And I guess she is technically mother to every blood fiend, so, you know, hold on. Maybe... Is that on? Yeah, that's on. Maybe Sinclair would go for her. Oh. Okay, hold on, let's pause the music. That's...
Tony_the_horse added $9.99 to the Lunacy Fund. Normally I don't talk about real life stuff, but my dog of 9 years just had to be put down. I just wanted to thank you for being something to focus on right now.
I'm honestly not really sure what to say to that, to be honest. I was taking... God. I'm sorry to hear that, for a start, and thank you for the donation, Tony. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't... I'm so sorry to hear that, frankly. I don't know how to react to that. I'm just, yeah, take care, genuinely. Okay, let's... To help keep you distracted, let's play some upbeat music. Okay, one song. Tony, what song would you like to help keep you distracted? And also, yeah, I'm happy that everyone in chat is being respectful here. That's... Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. So if you brought your problems... No, genuinely, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, you fine with anything, really? Well, okay, let's go for... What's an upbeat song? Okay, how about... Let's go for... Here we are. Infestation, Calamity. Because this is a nice upbeat song. Yeah, I hope things are going alright with you, man. Frankly, genuinely, that's awful. I mean, I don't want to... I'm not trying to, like, devalue it, but yeah, that sucks. It was awful for me when the cat that I had owned for... I'm terrible with words. I don't know how to thank people at the best of times, and frankly, I don't know how to console people, but... Yeah, when my cat had to be put down after being hit by a car, it sucks. It sucks. There's really no other way to put it. Just, yeah. I'll keep distracted. How about that? I don't really know what else to offer, but yeah. I hope you're doing alright. Right, okay. What situation are we in here? We've got a Bien, we've got a Mirage Storm, Gale Kick. Okay. We go for, I think... What are we getting hit by? We're getting hit by this. Which means I think we do that, and then we hit them with a Gale Kick after. Because then that should kill. Yeah. Hit by a car. I hope your cat is also resting in peace. Yeah, they are. It was... I'm not going to talk about it. I'm sure people here, like, don't actually want to hear that. Yeah. It's been a while ago now. It's been a while ago now. But yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, no more negativity. Let's not be negative for Tony, okay? Now, chat. Let's not be negative. Let's be positive. Let's be positive. I think we want to do a laceration. No. We do want to use this here. We should all start saying silly jokes. That would be a good idea. Okay, I'll start with one of mine. Okay, okay, chat. What's pink and fluffy? Chat. A pink elephant? Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. No. Pink fluff. What's blue and fluffy? Blue fluff? Wall insulation? No, pink fluff holding its breath. Thank you, I'll be here all night. Why was the biscuit homesick? No, not Homestuck. No, not Homestuck. No. No, he'd been away for too long. Why can't seagulls fly over the bay? Why can't seagulls fly over the bay? Oh, no, I know the punchline to that one. Because then there'd be bagels! Yeah! That's a good one. That's a good one. Because then there'd be bagels. I remember that one. Why didn't the skeleton go to the ball? Amazing impression, oi. I know the punchline to all of those, but I do know the punchline to all of them. Because he had nobody to go with. Was the knee slap audible there? I mean, it was kind of visible there. Probably had to attack that first. Because I don't think we take enough damage here. Yeah, no, we had to... Yeah. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. That's a good one. I haven't actually heard... What do you call a man with no shins? Okay, what do you call a man with no shins? I'm curious. What do you call a man with no shins? Tony. Okay, I've got one. Okay. So. Okay, this is a long one. That's a long one, chat. This is a long one. So, there's this moth. Right? And this moth, he's really feeling down on his luck. He's walking downtown, he's quite miserable, he just wants to, yeah. So, he goes into this laundromat. And he starts talking to this laundromat guy. And he's like, you know, just, life's been really tough lately. You know, my wife left me and she took the kids, and it's just, I'm having to deal with legal things, and, you know, I'm feeling worse than I did before. It sucks to get up in the morning, you know, I just can't keep going, and and, you know, this goes on, and the Mothman just tells this guy his entire life story. And it gets to the point where the laundromat asks the moth, the moth's like, yeah, thank you, man, I just needed someone to talk to. And the laundromat's like, that's cool, could you just, answer one question for me? I'm curious, why me? Why'd you talk to me? And the Mothman replies, Because the light was on. It's a stupid It's not a good joke. It's not a good joke. Can we remove groups and have a chat stream instead? Can we remove groups? Oh, I know. You know what joke is bad when you lost 10 viewers? The viewership is declining. It's declining rapidly. Nobody liked that joke. Oh. Oh. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We don't get staggered here. The joke was so stupid it took you like 10 seconds to get it. That's fair. Can you go play Archive? No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Guy walks into a bar, he says, ow. Oh, a guy walks into a bar and he sits down and he orders a drink, and he hears this voice next to him, and it's just like, the voice just tells him, like, you look really great! And he looks about, because he's like, you know, he wants to hear who's complimenting him, because of course, why wouldn't you? And he can't find him, so he asks the bartender, like, what's going on? Have people been hearing voices lately? And the bartender goes, oh, don't mind them, it's just the nuts, they're complimentary. Calm and calm. That's not the punchline of the joke, chat. It's not the punchline. Good one, thank you. I'll be here all night, chat. I'll be here all night. My audience won't be, they're leaving rapidly. God, I suggested telling jokes is the best thing to come out from a stream ever, yeah. Wait, legit losing viewers. Oh no, nobody likes the jokes. Nobody likes the jokes. So horse, penguin, and a hog walk into a bar, and the horse asks for water. What did the bartender say? Why the long face? Is that it? Why the long... I'm fairly certain that is. Did I put the admin page on the internet? No, I haven't put it on there. You don't like the jokes, you love them. Ah, oh, that's a classic. That is a classic. Okay, let's... I think laceration on that. And then we hit them with that. Holy shit, a talking horse. Such a stupid punchline. Oh, that's great. A priest, a rabbi, and a monk walk into the bar. The rabbit... no, sorry, I screwed it up. It's, a priest, no, I did say it right. A priest, a rabbit, and a monk walk into a bar, and the rabbit says, I think I'm a typo. I think we get staggered here, hopefully. Yeah, there we are. Make a note here to feed the singing machine. Good one? Yeah! Hey, got a good one. Oh. Okay, Mirage Storm. On you. Oh, wait, what? Who hit me? You? Okay. Let's go Mirage Storm on you. Actually got a shock laddie for that one. That's good. It's always, it's the stupid jokes that do it. They're great. Ooh, we nearly staggered there. There once was a bar that was safe for all Barts. Do you know why? No, why was the bar safe for all Barts? Let's go switch over to blunting stance here. There's my bartender. Good fun. They said the joke works best when written or not when spoken. That is true. That is true, but still. I don't really have the option of the written medium right now. Also, hold on, that's slightly problematic there. I probably should have picked, well, we're dead here regardless, but... Yeah, no. Why did divers jump out the boat backwards? Because if they jumped out forwards, they'd hit their head. Or something to that effect. I think I've screwed up the punchline of your joke there, but... We could have staggered the eye first. If we staggered the eye, then... would we have been... No, because we would have used Dazed after, and we don't actually gain enough power. I don't think. Although maybe we would have. Maybe we would have gained enough power. Still a big bird? Yes. Yes, indeed we are.
Lola.
You know why the chicken crossed the road? No. Why did the chicken cross the road? I hope you just say the normal punchline. I want you to know. Shame me. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting that. Shame me neither. Oh. Can't believe you laughed at that. It's a good. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. What other random jokes are there? Waiter, there's a fly in my soup. No, that can't be right. The chef used them all up on the bread. That one doesn't really work, but, you know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Turkish translation of Sesame Street translates Big Bird into Small Bird. That's great. Why can't the Pope eat a hamburger? Why can't the Pope eat a hamburger? Okay. Why can't the Pope eat a hamburger? Because he's... No. Also, I forgot to clash with him, which means we're about to die. Whoops. You can hear a joke about France, sure. Well, what's your joke about France? Is there not a new pope by now? There is a new pope by now, actually. The joke doesn't really make sense, but, you know. I love the fact the viewership is still declining. Their educational system. Yep, I was predicting the joke would be something like that. Right, chat. I may not even have enough time for another attempt, to be honest. I had to start the stream really late. Yeah, I hope we've managed to distract you sufficiently, Tony. My jokes may have been really shitty, but I hope they were good enough. That's really, you know, that can be the motto of my channel at this point. I aspire that my content is good enough. That's a joke. I actually hope my content's good, but... gonna sleep soon? You wanna see a breakthrough? I'm gonna have to go eat food soon. When they're supposed to be shitty? Well, yes. But, like, I'm ranking them on how well they do, you know? How much longer will we be here in phase 1? 10 minutes, then I've got to leave, so... right. Second trumpet in the band, everything could be some kind of hatred showed. That's honestly, that is a new Project Moon meme. I've not heard that joke made before. That's good. We're making progress. We're coming up with jokes now. This is the first time ever watching a stream live and commenting so much. You're having fun once. That's good. That's good. Actually catching future streams. Well, trust me, there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. I will say now is the time where I give the mandatory whatchamacallit? Mandatory shill? That's what they're called. You should join the Discord. All of you. The link is in the pinned comment. Up. I'm here. Chat, you guys are this way. So it should be that, in that vicinity. Just look past the... Like, obviously, it'll be over here. Just, it'll probably be around here on your screen. Like, here. But yeah, you should join. Because that means you will also be up to date on when I stream in the future. So you can also not miss any bad dad jokes. Because don't you want to catch all of these really good jokes live? You know? You're more active in your friend group, you see them in the community discords. That makes sense. That's fair. Right, Mirage Storm on you. Don't because you like these stupid jokes. My community is full of people who make very stupid jokes. You'll love it though. Hoops, go to sleep. Hoops, it's late. Go to bed. Okay, blunt stance. Night in the back street. Night in the back street. I probably should have used... Yeah, because we die here. If I had have used the other one, we would have lived... Oh. Hey, Binah. Oh, fancy seeing you here. Yeah, okay. That will probably have to be the end of the stream. I'm sorry for having to cut it short here, guys. And yeah, I'm sorry that the jokes will have to stop, but yeah. Do consider joining the Discord, and I'll see you all tomorrow, most likely. Probably about the same time, but Wednesdays, I will hopefully have an early one. No, I won't. I have to do something. Actually, it'll be later than it is usually. Maybe there won't be a stream on Wednesday. I don't know, my schedule's a mess. Bye-bye, everyone. Yeah, sorry about that.